You could say
Okay,
that it was catharsis.
Christ. Okay, you chuckle fox. I'll up the limit.
I'm standing on the table, look!
Yes, you are standing on the table.
What does catharsis mean?
Catharsis? That one's a pain in the ass to explain, Christ.
Never mind, I'll Google it if I know how to spell it.
Catharsis?
Catharsis is essentially getting rid yourself on stress through burnout. Kind of essentially
a relief kind of affair.
Release.
Oh.
It's essentially nothing but in an emotional way.
So it's like post-nut syndrome.
Kinda.
Yes!
That's that's pretty close to the feeling. Yeah. It's a resolution.
Also, that reminds me, wait a second, Eco, I'm going to quickly change my reactive image, so you might have to pull me around.
Alright.
Wait, Iko, do you not want to refund those like cat redeems because you reached the cap?
Huh? Oh, no, there's just now 2. Should just be able to redeem it 2 more times now.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. Should be more. Yes, it is 5 nyaos per stream. Fuck you, Nya. I'll need to remember to check that FedEx tracking number, but anyway, Nya. Hi, Nya is now on ×5 now, Nya.
Wait a second, please.
I will open up the next challenge
My
in
browser
just a
is
second.
resisting.
Mark is complete now.
Wait, wasn't it? Oh. Should just end the ASMR because it's ending, but it's still.
No, I'm holding people's points hostage now.
Oh wow, great. What a hole.
Alright, fine. People can have their points back. It's 26k points being refunded now.
Holy crap, damn.
Oh god, yeah.
That's actually pretty big amount of points. Don't spend it all at once.
I see now. 5 minutes to 7.5 minutes. Yeah.
I want to change my PNG. Hang on.
One changed.
Alright.
The other change.
Even if I stream like once
There you
a
go.
week now, I think people can still make this goal now.
Mine should have changed right now. The reactive image.
I see now.
Did it?
Yep, I am going to have to change that because that's a fucking huge ass beret just on, just over the top now. Hi, give me a sec now. Give me a sec
Yagi
now.
bird now.
Yes, Yagi
Yes,
is
I'm a
bird.
bird
It's going
now.
to be funny.
I think I recognize this one at this point, huh? I see now.
Hey, look! Now we have a military garrison. Gotta look the part.
Gotta look the part, become military garrison now. I see. There we go now.
Look. Our acquisition of this planet is going to happen eventually.
Wait, where was it?
Alright. I'm gonna take a leaf from Whiskey's book from the other day now. Who's feeling lucky now?
I don't.
Oh, come on!
Apologies. This is a somewhat casino-themed campaign now, so this does make sense now.
It does, but that doesn't mean I need to be happy about it.
Hi, so Whiskey, would you like to be put in the driver's seat in terms of luck now? If not, who else here is feeling lucky now?
Okay, Iko, I would like to remind you that I did not force you to gamble.
Oh, yeah, you didn't force me to gamble now. Sam sure as fuck gambled a shit ton now. Anyway.
Oh, hell yeah, he did.
Anyhow now. Who wants to be thrown under the bus right now? If none of you volunteer, I will volunteer one of you now.
Volunteer yourself. Hello?
You sure you want to volunteer
Iko,
the
I would
DM
like
now?
to remind you something from my
Yes.
campaign. Do you remember how Artie suggested you should be the one gambling?
Oh god, yeah.
Maybe we could suggest Artie now, as fellow DMs.
As fellow DMs. You want to try diplomacy here now? You want to try diplomacy in here
Yes.
now?
What the fuck are we trying to do right now? Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
holy
just-
shit, you sound dead, brother.
Just nursing a nosebleed, that's all.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that sprung a leak
I'm
earlier.
glad that you
Now.
like my new picture so much.
Okay, 1, 2, and 3 now. Say hi. You are volunteered now.
Fuck, damn it!
I knew it, I knew it.
I tried to reduce as little attention as possible to myself.
I was gonna recommend say hi.
I see now. I see now.
Why would you show me the past like this?
Okay, okay.
The worst rules.
Okay, very,
Money,
very simple. Very
money.
simple. You're not even
I'm
rolling
sorry,
a dice
Sahai,
this
but doing
time.
something cute dirty is funny.
I think that's why I feel I'm hearing the most.
You're not even rolling a dice this time, yeah. You're not even rolling a dice.
Oh
This
god,
time, yeah.
that's truth. Yeah, you go. Alright, go on.
So heads or tails now?
Can I go in between?
This is not how this works now. Heads or tails now?
Alright, I'll go for tails.
Okay. Tails it is now. I'm going to be less cruel to you today now.
Oh, okay.
Okay now, okay now. In which case, please roll me a D100 now.
Oh god, alright. Where's my D100 ruler? Okay, I got A99.
Ah, I see now. Alright. Incoming transmission. Doop 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 doop. Now.
Alright, I open the transmission.
Ah, we finally got through to you. Now. So, what happened to our humble stealth destroyer exactly? Now.
I followed the transmission to Angel.
Oh, okay. So what happened is that we most likely we got most likely pulled into a disruption field on our way there. Our drive failed, and so we decided to use the destroyer to acquire assets on dirt side in order to advance our mission.
And
We have successfully infiltrated the local force, and we are working through their access to figure out the data we need to restore supplies of meet and acquire our local objectives.
Okay. First things first then, yeah. Do you have the meat, yeah?
We have acquired approximately 120 cans of fried toucan meat.
Send it back over immediately now. I don't care how you do it, send it back over now.
We will try to find a way to send it back.
We will forgive the loss
soon as
of the
possible.
destroyer, the stealth destroyer, if you can get us a supply of meat now.
Understood.
Good, yeah. Good. As for what you're here for, yeah. Remember, food comes first, yeah. More variety, the more we are willing to negotiate your contract. Now. Aside from that, you may have figured out where the heart is by now. Yes, yeah? No?
Not yet. Our first objective was acquiring a supply of meat. Now we are figuring out how to send it back, and we are also trying to make sure that the supply of food is never going to be interrupted again.
Okay, now. Good. Okay. In which case, alright. Mates, I will throw one more stipulation onto this particular mission, yeah? Please, with all due malice, wipe out the Ross Foundation and every one of its members.
Understood.
Yes, yeah. That includes... Let's see, that includes all the women and children, yeah.
By Ross Foundation, you mean the leadership members and the Ross family?
Let's say yes, yeah, and all of its loyal supporters, yeah. We have done our part back here on Centuri. The Ross Foundation holds less of a grip here than ever before now.
Understood. I'll convey those orders to the rest of the team.
Okay then, yeah. Oh, right. I should probably mention, yeah. Transportation of the hut is going to be very difficult. You're going to need some kind of containment field of some kind, or that thing might go bubba boom. Yeah.
Can you please send me the data on the exact type of Baba Boom and the containment field?
Ah, yes, here it is then, yeah. Beep, 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 boop, 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 boop. Sent through, yeah. You see the heart specifications. It is a power supply of unfathomable amounts of energy. So ridiculous, in fact, that it would likely fry any standard containment field. Any kind of standard reactor shielding, yeah. However... Why is there a dead chicken on my table all of a sudden, yeah? Anyway.
What the fuck?
Wait, on your real life table
Oh my
or...
god.
No, the stream. Is it a chicken or is it a toucan?
Bruh. Why do you have that, Yagi?
Why not?
I see now. It was a bird a moment ago now.
Now it's fried.
It's fried now. Goddamn fried now. Anyhow, now.
Oh god, now I see it. I had the stream was a little bit delayed for me for
Yeah.
some reason.
You know, I'd be more concerned, right, if Iko was like that calm as to asking why is there suddenly a dead chicken on his IRL table.
I feel like did a bird just fly into his climatization or something?
No, at
Yes.
most we have pigeons and Indian miners out here. Yeah. Anyway. Yes. Okay. You see, you may need to power this thing down first. Yeah. And then you'll be able to put it in most common reactor shielding. However, if it is to jumpstart itself at any point whatsoever, it may crack the planet in half now. And remember, the primary objective is food. Without planets, there is no food now.
Understood.
But there's food on the table you're talking about.
That aside. Please do everything in your power to assert the authority of Jarlings here. Yes. And we will do everything we can to wipe out any and all influence left over of the Ross Foundation back on Centuri now. Aside from that, yeah, we are unable to provide you any additional support at this time now, so if you were trying to requisition anything, I am sorry, we've received none of those.
Understood. We will, let's say, commandeer local resources to achieve our objectives.
Good. Okay, now then. On another note, what is the status of Little Chef?
Oh, little chef is alive and well, actually.
Okay. And the status of Foie Gras?
I look at the rest of the party.
Haven't found any.
Look,
Right?
if you can't get yourself if you can't find someone that sells foie gras, you're gonna need to make it yourself. Yeah. So find yourself a duck, some kind of avian, or something of some sort, and stuff that fucker full of, well, you get the idea. Yeah, you get the idea.
Wait,
We
it
can
doesn't have
get
to be
a
a duck.
toucan.
Wait, it doesn't have to be a duck.
A duck is the ideal, but an avian, Avian will probably do it. Man's not gonna know any the better now.
So essentially, we need to get a toucan, force feed it, and then you use the liver to prepare the foie gras.
Yes, that would be most ideal now.
Understood.
Okay, with all that, that is your objectives for now. We'll be in touch now, preferably when you arrive back with the good news now. I expect Bobby Ross's head on my table within the week.
How intact must the head be? I am mostly asking because there are several methods of getting rid of Bobby Ross, and one of those includes a very violent end by means of an explosion, so there wouldn't be much left of the head.
As long as there's enough of a sample that we can reconstruct it and taxidermy it, it should be fine.
Understood.
Transmission closes.
Well, what order do we want to do this in? Do we first want to find the heart, or do we first want to take control of the planet and topple, achieve our other objectives?
Well, the way I see it is that we're more than likely gonna have to come into one before we hit the other anyways, right? The heart's located at the heart of the Ross. The heart is located at the proverbial heart of the Ross Foundation. Then we'll probably prepare to contain it and stuff when we get there, and wrap up the Ross Foundation along the way.
Yeah, I also feel like taking control of the heart is going to be significantly easier if we have their infrastructure under our control. So, summing it up, we need this planet intact. We need to ensure continued trade relations between Jarling's people and the locals. We want to get rid of the Ross Foundation and wipe out the family behind the Ross Foundation, aka the Ross family. And we also need to do it without blowing Bobby Ross to bits, because Jarling wants him taxidermized.
You get a knock, knock, knock on the door.
Yes?
Who's it?
The door swings wide open. At this point, the officer from earlier, the former commander of this base, comes out. Pistol in hand, with a bunch of other armed guards. We heard everything. We heard everything. You're Jarlings, definitely. This is confirmed now. We knew things were suspicious. We knew you were working with them.
I would like to correct you. You are Jarlings too now.
That contract... What's to say it really is legally binding? What's to say there was an actual authorized witness? What's to say we don't tear it up now after we deal with the rest of you?
Well, the fact that the contract was mostly digital and it's going to automatically upload to the local net if we have an accident.
Hey, Lieutenant, you didn't tell me anything about this. Look, we're the ones asking the questions here. Yes, now.
I am asking you questions which, if you would take us and that contract happens to transmit across the entire strip, what will happen to you? And I'm going to say that us getting shot and being dead on the spot is going to be much, much better than what happens to you if Bobby Ross finds about this, right?
You don't know Bobby Ross. You've never spoken to him.
Actually, we have.
Oh, actually, we did speak to him.
Oh.
We had a choice between Jarling and Bobby Ross, and Bobby Ross made it clear what will happen to those who happened to make his day marginally worse.
Hey. No need to be hasty. No need to be hasty here. Look. I'm sure this is all a misunderstanding. If you know the big man himself, what are you doing working for Jarling there?
Because I believe that how did Bobby Ross put it? That he wanted to put Artie's balls here into a pate and smear it on a piece of bread while slowly slicing him off piece by piece to feed it to his plants. After severe torture and regrowing the tortured tissue of his body, that is.
You can see
He was
visible.
very colorful.
You can see visible shaking from the officer at this point. Look. He shakes the pistol in his hand a little and points it more directly at you. Look. If we kill you, I'm sure Bobby Ross would be willing to give us a pardon, right? Right?
Unfortunately, Bobby Ross is not like that because you see, the servant of Bobby Ross we defeated at that time and we tried to negotiate with and reason with. Bobby Ross exploded his explosive collar right in front of us.
Huh?
And you see, it was very, very creative because you see, it did not just, sever his head and end him quickly. It kind of burned all the way to the spine and left him alive just a bunch of seconds.
Wait. He was willing to off one of his guard dogs for one of you. Oh, hang on. Lieutenant, I don't
Look,
think
friend,
this is a good idea anymore.
We are pretty reasonable. Do you want to sit down and wait a second? I reach over, take a bottle of whiskey, and pour him a glass and offer it to him. Sit down and calm down.
Look. Is my life has already been over the moment I signed that contract. I'm just trying to take it back.
Luke, we are just like you. We are the people who have their feet on the ground and get the job done. We don't want to harm you or your friends. You practically won't know that we are going around. We just need connection to the grid. We need to go around, do our thing, and at the end of the day, your life will be actually better than it was a week ago.
Okay.
You will have your cushy job, as will your friends here, and you won't be in a risk of getting tortured, mangled, tortured, regrown, tortured, mangled, tortured, regrown, and then finally killed by a psychopath.
Okay. And that's hypothetically, I don't shoot you on the spot, but instead we just report your location to the Ross Foundation.
Well, begs the
You
question,
do know that
what
they
we
will
doing the
probably
whole
just
time?
orbital strike this place. Or worse, unleash some sort of horrible nature experiment, which is going to be possibly... Actually, that reminds me, did you know that there are certain types of plants and snakes which can keep you alive with a mixture of drugs in their stomach while they slowly digest you?
You see
So we are
visible sweat
fully
dropping down his
aware
brow.
for that week while you are being digested, or even longer. I heard it can go... How long? Say hi? Was it a year?
Yes, a year. Yes. I'm not.
Look. This is all you guys' fault. You can see him convincing himself. Yes, this is
Okay.
100% your... His
You're
loose
looking a
trigger
little blue in the
finger...
gills there, mate.
His loose
Okay.
trigger finger pulls, and the bottle of whiskey shatters.
Oh, come on, mate.
Oh, come on! Do you know how expensive that is?
Look, I am the one pointing the gun here. You see the rest of the soldiers just kind of shaking their heads, just like, fuck's sake, why'd we put this cunt in charge?
I point at the bottle. You will pay back for that one.
I
that
won't-
aside-
I won't. Your body will be worth more chips
I pat
than
him
that
on
bottle
the
will ever be
shoulder
worth.
while taking the gun gently out of his hands in a supportive way, and I tell him, "Look, buddy, we really just want you guys to live on normally without any risk to you because we need this planet intact. We stated that several times. You heard that part."
Man's already pissed his pants and fallen to the ground.
Oh, what a sorry sight.
I've never
I kind
discharged
of
my
look
weapon
past
before.
him.
I've never discharged my weapon before. I can't believe I fucking missed.
I kind of look at the rest of the guys behind him, What's your opinion?
Hey, if it was up to us, we'd be following you already. And, you know, it's up to this little shit stain over here that got in for, you know, what do they call it? What do they call it? Nepotism. That's right. That's right. Funny term that one is.
I glance at the dude down there.
I don't know, he was something like, I don't know, Bobby Ross's third or fourth removed cousin or something like that. No, that's right. Twice removed. Twice removed.
I look over to Artie. Can you quickly run that through the database?
Sure. Beep boop. Beep. Beep beep boop. What is it? Does it come up correctly with whatever this guy's name is?
Garrett.
Garrett.
Garrett Ross.
Garrett Ross. Hey, information seems to check out.
Can you connect him to any crimes against humanity, which the Rosses usually commit?
Let's have a...
Any evidence from the local garrison would be very helpful too.
Chime in here where you can. We'll look through this, fellas. What do I got here?
What do you got here? Human experimentation, bipolar disorder, and a whole bunch of other schizophrenic-related problems.
Well, human experimentation seems to sit pretty high on top of the list. This list.
Well, we can't really establish a proper military court, so I look at the second in command, of the person who was second in command after this dude.
Yeah,
And I ask him,
Yeah.
is he guilty?
Not in the strip. Not these days.
Oh, I'm more likely considering... Would you consider him guilty of the human experimentation?
Oh, most of it was done to himself, so... Oh, you might want to step back.
I step back.
What's happening with him?
Oh, you poor souls. You've already fallen into my trap. Troops!
Forces.
I shoot him.
Forces.
As you shoot him, his arm whips out and slaps the bullet out of the way. Bullet, beam, projectile, whatever it is.
I take the assault rifle from the side of my seat and unleash full auto at him.
Why is doing
And I also
that?
shout at Monty to unleash at him with the anti-mech weapon.
How did you shoot him with the arm cannon, Eco?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Shoot him with the arm cannon. Do it. Fucking do it.
Oh,
Also, Kiari, I can't believe that I'm saying this, but butt plug.
Ah, level 2.
butt plug level 2!
My God.
I'm just imagining Kiari suddenly, like, growing ultra manly and doing, like, the JoJo pose.
Oh,
Whoa,
God.
Hold on.
Butt plug! Ultra
Right.
super secondo level overcharging!
Say hi, Eco. Just witch for Mercury.
Prize, permit score.
Permits for level 2.
Bruh.
As all of this collated firepower funnels its way into Garrett Ross, you notice a good chunk of it kinda just bounces off.
Looks like we're gonna have to get the heavy firepower.
Well, you said that a chunk of it bounces off.
Yep, you see a couple of pierce through here and there.
How about the cat? How about the arm cannon?
The arm cannon is one of those.
How about the butt plug and the anti-mech weapon?
Let's see, the butt plug cleaves an arm straight off.
Oh,
It is immediately replaced by another arm as if he regrew it in that
what
instant.
the fuck?
This is followed by the anti-mech weapon impacting, his head rolling, only for his head to then sprout legs and start running back to the body.
Oh god.
I turned to
Can we
the.
Can we double tap the head as it's running back to the body?
You attempt to double tap the head. The head is dexterous. It jumps around, it dodges the bullets, and screws itself back into the body.
What kind of room are we in right now, Eco?
I
Yeah.
am.
What kind of room?
Can
You're
I
in a command
quickly
room,
put-
operations room. So there
Can I
are.
quickly slam the button to put the base on alert and mark Bobby Ross as an escaped experiment?
Garrett
Garrett
Ross.
Ross.
Garrett Ross, sorry.
Eagle, while the body was climbing onto, like, connected to the head, can I step a thermite charge on it?
Oh yeah, sure.
I step a thermite charge on it.
Starts
Sarah!
burning. You hear a re.
Yeah. And detonated it.
Is there like a bottle of? Is there a bottle of deodorant somewhere? Like a can of deodorant somewhere around here?
Oh god!
As your thermite charge detonates, superheats, the body splits in two, and how does one explain this? What was the
But
bloody term again? Let's see.
It's just the thing. We're in
Yeah.
the set for the thing.
Yeah.
All I can say is mitosis.
Oh my god.
You see one.
Oh no.
You see one half suddenly resprout the other half, and the other half, yes indeed, resprout the other half. Only it is polar opposite responses. One of them is hyper-aggressive and charges down Monty, while the other one is back to pissing and shitting itself.
What is happening? Can I actually see what's inside of him that's growing back and like
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
molecules and stuff like that? Like what's
Yeah,
actually
sure.
happening with his body?
You can see that's a bunch of seemingly parasitic and very aggressive cells that suddenly just consume bits and pieces here and there to suddenly replicate extremely fast and reproduce whatever has been lost. It does, however, not necessarily care for what exactly is lost, and the replication is not perfect, is what you can see.
So basically, what we're gonna have to do is whittle him down. See it.
Yep, you see the hyper-aggressive one pick up Monty and suplex the fucker.
Jesus.
Well, it was only half his size.
Oh boy.
Wait, is he still decapitated? Like, is his head still missing?
Nope, he's got two different heads now. There's one crying in the corner over there, and one that's just suplexed your absolute fucking unit of a guy.
Ah, shit.
Oh boy.
Reload the arm cannon.
Alright, all hands, tranquilizers loaded. You see the lieutenant take action. You see all of the guys replace their mags with different ones. These seem to glow with an eerily blue energy of some kind. Alright, forget about the shitter on the ground, he's gonna be our new captain. Shoot the aggressive one. He is riddled with holes. Many holes. As dozens, hundreds of tranquilizers impact into the man as these guns go full auto, tranking him. Alright. Okay, what was
Does
your name
your
again?
base have some sort of incinerator?
Oh, no. We're not incinerating him. We're putting him underground with the rest of the Garretts. Don't worry about it.
The rest
many
of the Garretts?
How many times has this happened? You have the rest of them in underground storage just for him.
Okay. You know, alright, I'm the real boss around here. I didn't sign that document, unlike this fucking nepotistic madman over here. But, look. I'll take you for your word. You didn't freak out immediately. And you kind of had a plan to murder the cunt. So I'll give you that. But anyway. Okay, you over there, smart looking one. Let's see, Fermi, was it? That's what you're registered under.
Hmm?
Yeah, here's the documentation. Here's the number of Garretts we've got underground, and let's see. Here's the Garrett suppression procedures.
Let's take a look at the document.
You take a look, there is at least 2 score, maybe 3 score Garretts listed. At a glance, at least. All with differing mutations, wildly different body sizes and capacities. You even see one that seems to measure up to the size of a mech.
Okay, I go on reading the containment procedures.
Containment procedures. You get everything from weird esoteric SCP sounding ones, like leaving, I don't know, leaving like a plate of cheese in the middle of a room or something, all the way down to straight up burying something in concrete.
I look up. I look up at the guy passing the document. I'm a bloody mechanic. What do you want me to make do use out of this?
Oh, we were hoping you'd be able to find better containment procedures. Look, we're not
yes.
very efficient here. The one with the cheese, we don't even know why that one works, okay?
I'm
Alright.
thinking, is there a possibility of shooting him into the sun?
I mean, we've done that with one of them, but we don't really know what happened. We couldn't quite confirm termination.
I see, that is fair enough. So there might be a Garrett floating something in the chronosphere of the sun.
Look, it can't be worse than the spade, you know?
That's fair. That's
Cough.
fair.
Look, if the spade were to ever get out, I'm pretty sure we'd have a new AI uprising.
Ah.
Like, that thing's really smart. It'll like pick a host, it'll find someone to sympathize with, and eventually, down the line, it'll turn on them. It'll use them as a new host.
Well,
Cyanide.
let's hope that if that ever happens, it will find some insane nerd which is going to be obsessed with watching Gundam instead of doing anything constructive, and the spade will get infected with being a fucking nerd.
Oh, Gundam. Oh, God. That's an old one. I haven't heard that name in a long, long time.
Oh, you wouldn't believe.
Anyhow. Look, that human experimentation over there, Garrett Ross, yeah, that's something to my brother. Spency Ross. At your service.
Got it. I
the
understand,
oldest-
right,
sorry.
that you are significantly more sane and didn't experiment on yourself, right?
Oh, of course. Like, look. I'm the containment measure that the big man sent. He knows I can handle myself.
What do you think about the big man?
What I think about the big man, he's a megalomaniac. I just want a cut of his empire when it all goes down.
You know what? That sounds absolutely. That sounds like a fair trade.
Look, if I had to use Garrett over there to get it, you know, is what it is.
Well, I'm not sure how much of a Garrett it is right now, considering all that happened with him.
I mean, look, the tranquilized one is just going to be transported to the lab. We're going to need to figure out the containment procedure for that one. As for the one pissing and shitting his pants over there, we need to get him a new uniform.
Understood.
And
Well,
odds are I'm going to place him under house arrest for the next 7 days so he doesn't go absolutely cuckoo and start spawning more Garretts.
that is a good idea, definitely. Have you ever considered completely closing off all the Garretts in containment?
Look, the last time we did that, there was a major outbreak of Garretts. Not a good idea.
Understood. So one is better kept in relative sanity.
Yes, as long as there's one, and he can be seen as something of the original, kind of like the overlord of the hive mind of sorts. And he sees that he's in power, in control, and all that, we're not gonna have a Garrett situation.
Got it.
He is our final containment procedure. If anything, he doesn't even know that he does all of this. He doesn't know about the other Garretts.
Very, very, very good.
Look, as long as we keep it that way, there isn't going to be a problem.
I would like to ask, how is this base in relation to the other bases on the planet?
Okay, how's this? We're kind of a fringe outpost here. We're mainly here for brownie points. Like at
Got it.
most,
So essentially, the Garrett containment facility.
we are a Garrett containment facility of sorts. That's not exactly our official posting, so to speak. That's just what the Foundation knows us as. We, to the public, we oversee a peacekeeping operation and bush remuneration project. That bush which so unfortunately burnt down.
Well, I suppose that's one of the objectives complete of sorts.
Excuse me, objectives?
Well, by objectives, I meant objectives of the local base, because there is no more bush to deal with.
You see, the problem now is it's a remuneration project. We're going to have to reseed those seeds and relocate some animals to repopulate that damn thing again. I was especially proud of the super leech I got there, but bygones be bygones at this point. Alright.
Do you have a plan for the new form of the bush?
I'm thinking something a fair bit more peaceful these days. Like last time, we based it off of an old world, like an old kind of mythical space known as the Amazon rainforests, but I don't know, I'm thinking like the outback next time.
How
you know?
about something? I heard of this mythical place called Canada where the trees produce something you could drink and put on pancakes.
Oh, okay.
Apparently they used the sap from the trees to make syrup or something. I don't know how it works, but it sounds kind of interesting.
Okay, do go on. What kind of wildlife does populate itself there then?
I asked Sahai to look it up and put it on screen.
You get the answer, meese.
You mean moose?
Meese.
Can we see a picture of the meese?
A group of moose is called a meese.
What?
Yes, I'm not even kidding.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
It is one of the most unfortunate words out there, and my girlfriend would kill me for using it.
That is a very unfortunate name.
Yes.
So instead of the mouse steak, they would have the meese steak.
Basically.
No way, it's actually true! Holy crap!
Yes, mace. Horrifying fucking word. Horrifying fucking word.
But yeah, we filed the data to him and... Well, we definitely pointing out most the maples and the maple syrup.
Let's see, it's gonna take some extensive terraforming. We're gonna need to change the climate around here. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for our geothermics, but we'll work it out,
Very well. I think it will be a nice change of scenery too.
Aside from that, we overlook the local agriculture kind of economy, so to speak. So there's a couple of fields out there. I believe parts of your destroyer might have crashed into some of those.
Think I recall seeing
What
that as
kind
we
of
came down.
Agricultural products were being made here.
Let's see, something called super cows, believe it or not.
What's so super
cows.
about them?
What's so super? You know how with a regular cow, there's only so many bits of meat that are, not tough or tense or anything. So,
Think I heard about that.
yeah, you know how back guts are usually a fair bit more tender, etc. Yeah. These ones kind of try to maximize that kind of affair. They try to make as much of the meat as soft as possible. That being said, super cows don't exactly move around very much.
I see.
Yeah, they don't really get to. If anything, we kind of have to send some folks over to roll them over. For the bigger super cows, we even have to send a couple of mechs over to start rolling them. If we don't roll them, they die, they start rotting, and they start attracting all kinds of problems.
Maybe it would be good to make some sort of a device that would roll them for you to save time.
Auto rollers, we tried that, but the problem is the variable sizes of the super cows. We haven't perfected it yet, so yeah.
Ah, I see.
How about
That
forklifts?
sounds like a fascinating project. Sorry. Oh, forklifts, yeah.
Yeah. Well, forklifts. We didn't think of that. I don't know. Industrial tech doesn't get too far out here, so normally we just have a bunch of busted up mechs looking after things.
Well, I feel like we could. I'm pretty sure that Sehai here could make the perfect forklift series to take care of that.
I just glare at Angel.
You
I give him
feel the band around
completely
your arm.
innocent smile.
You feel the band around your arm kind of vibrate a bit.
I lightly slap it.
So, considering you seem to know about a certain set of artifacts, please tell me, how do you know about the spade?
Jarling told us.
Jarling? Okay. From my knowledge, though, I thought the Ross Foundation was supposed to have secured the spade not more than a week ago.
Well, I don't think they secured it, considering that the plan itself contained itself.
Ah, that explains the news, yeah. Look, okay. Gonna be real with you here. This whole project, the Garrett project, was kind of meant to be... trying to replicate the powers of the spade, only it kind of went wrong. Got bio... And yeah...
Contaminant.
Yeah, it became something of a contaminant. Thankfully, it got restricted to Garrett, and we figured out how to manage it quickly, but nonetheless, not a pleasant thing to handle. Not by any stretch.
Well, let's hope that research will eventually find a more appropriate means of containment of the Garrett project.
Anyhow, apologies for eavesdropping in on your prior conversation and all that. Garrett kind of freaked out the moment he found out you were going to murder, well, the entire Ross family.
Well, our primary objective is securing a supply of food, so I can't really care that much about the rest, as long as the main objectives are achieved.
Look, let me
And I am very reasonable compared to Jarling.
cut you a deal then. We can make some unmarked shipments. Make an unmarked kind of supply line of super cows, if that'll glaze things over, so to speak.
Well, that'd fill one part of our contractual
That would fill up
obligations on
one
this
part
planet.
of our contractual obligations, and it would give us more of a, let's say, a better time schedule and negotiation room for the rest, because you see, the main reason why Jarling hates the Ross Foundation right now is the fact that he had to go on a diet.
Oh, I see. Sister did implement that kind of program up on Centuri, huh?
Sister?
Let's say that Jarling hated dieting so much, there is no more Ross Foundation on Centauri now.
Ah, shit, Maila's dead then. I actually liked Maila. That's kind of sad.
It really is. I would have preferred to handle things more peacefully.
Maila's probably a tough nut. Maybe she actually managed to get off world before things went south. Alright. So, super cows. One condition.
Go ahead.
You don't kill me or Garrett.
You know what? That is absolutely fair. Accepted. We got
Okay.
the deal.
Okay, we'll get them rolled out of the fields for you. Mind you, we're gonna need some mech support for that. We don't really have any left on hand. Any remaining ones are still in the process of printing.
Well, we got some ready right now. We can probably attach some temporary forklift blades to get the cows rolling.
Alright, sounds good. We can get them loaded on some ships. We're gonna need to strip some of the paint off of these as well. Make sure they're not marked as the Ross Foundation. If not, they're never getting through to Centauri. I don't think at this point. Alright. Aside from that, well, Gonna need one of you to help me out with the containment procedures. The fellow keeps eyeing down on Fermi. Suiso.
Okay, Suiso, you are on Garrett duty.
I just sigh.
Part of the Garretson now.
Alright. And any of you good with animals? Wildlife?
Me!
Yep, you're gonna be helping with the super cows then.
Super cows?
Yep. Gonna be rolling them over, sending them back to Centauri. So you're gonna need to get strapped up in your mech, and you're gonna need to help us roll some over.
Gotcha.
I am shocked.
Flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted, yeah.
Alright, as for the rest of ya, well, just help us move this Garrett down to containment.
Well, we'll start with that, and I'm thinking afterwards we could possibly... Oh, once you manage to get the main Canada biome 3 seeds ready, we can possibly just use the aerial mechs to disperse them around the area.
Oh, yeah, we got some super growth formula as well, so would be appreciated if you're able to help out with that.
Absolutely, most of our mechs are capable of flight.
Let's say, with our current day technology, I'm pretty sure we can terraform this place within the week.
Oh, that sounds nice.
If you're willing to stay around that long, well, might have another offer for you, depending on how things go.
Well, we'll see that when we will get the first part done. I suppose let's get rolling for now.
Alright. Okay, first thing to be handled then will just be, let's see. We'll go with Kusokanyanya. Anyway. Anyhow now. First thing we'll handle then, yeah. Transportation of the one Garrett, yeah. Alright. Out of Langheart, Angel, and 4, would any of you like to approach the Garrett on the ground now?
Well, within the proper containment procedures, I suppose we all approach as a team.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess if they would
I mean,
loan us any
sure.
extra tranquilizer tranquilizer guns that they have
Yep, you
in the
get,
event of, you
you
know,
get offered one, and truly, these bullets are really weird, yeah.
Can I have 2, please?
Yeah,
Can I
just...
please have 2?
Alright, hand the synth 2. They probably know what they're doing.
I put one in my bag.
Fair enough, yeah.
I do not like where this is going.
That bag is very heavy at this point, yeah. The synth body does not care now.
Well, we
Question
only
is,
get
the bag
rolling,
materi-
I suppose.
is the
Do
bag
we need to
material
roll for
kit?
anything?
What was that, Whiskey?
I wanted to ask, do we need to roll for anything here?
Do you need to roll for anything? Let's see. It's a matter of luck for this one, so... Alright. Heading the approach then. Alright, Whiskey. Heads or tails? Heads or tails?
Tails.
Alright. Let's see then. Wait, where the hell did I put my coin?
coin gone,
I-
gone.
It very mysteriously disappeared, actually. I had it here like a moment ago.
Man.
Hang on a sec. Alright, I'll flip this
Yeah.
thing if it lands upwards
The
or
coin
down.
will disappear.
Hey, tails it is then. Tails it is.
Hey. Nice.
Okay, as you approach, you can hear the Garrett kind of slurring in its sleep now. Pretty much, yeah.
Well, while he's down, let's get the rolling done and move on.
Garrett is loaded onto a little trolley now. And sent down to the Garrett containment build. Yeah.
Garrett containment facility.
Yep.
Is there essentially an SCP Foundation facility under this facility that has, like, all kinds of Garrett containment zones?
Yep, pretty much.
Anybody Anybody wearing an orange jumpsuit?
There's a couple of them running around now. They're mostly there to make sure that the containment procedures work now.
Mm-hmm.
You get past a couple of them. You see one room which is just a glass window into concrete now. And you see a little cutout where a bit of a garret is sticking out now.
I'm not gonna ask what bit, and we will contain this one and move on.
Just shudder
As
at the fort.
You move deeper and deeper into the facility. You see the room with the cheese on the table now.
What
Any
happens
garret in
there?
sight?
There's a single personnel in there. Orange jumpsuit and all that now.
Uh-huh.
The personnel reaches for the piece of cheese now. Shadowy, phantom-like hand kind of reaches out now and flicks the hand away. My cheese.
Assassinate the Garrett by giving it a piece of cheese.
Pretty much now. The personnel is very confused. Tries reaching for the cheese again. Same thing. Hand flicked away now. My cheese. Don't you dare touch it. It's mine. It's mine. Yeah.
You gotta love the yeah.
As you move along, there are weirder and more esoteric ones, but generally you seem to find that they all appeal to some kind of either obsessive behavior or they're all very oddly materialistic now. Eventually,
Oh,
you get
boy.
to an empty cell where the Garrett is flung off the trolley and rolled into the cell now. Alright, now. Look, this one. It's the first hyper aggressive Garrett we've seen in a while. Most of them are just. How was one put? They're just really stressed. Yeah. Most of the time now. Just real bloody stressed. Yeah. And you know, when stress forms an extra personality, and we have to deal with it now. On the verge of a mental collapse at times now. Anyhow now. With this one, we're thinking a bunch of probably powered shackles and maybe like an hourly dose of tranquilizer, something like that to keep the Garrett down, yeah.
Maybe you could just keep him under a state of. Try filling the room with marijuana vapors.
Either the what now? The funny leaf? Yeah.
I mean, the funny leaf would make him less aggressive, right?
I mean, what
Could
is
just
this?
turn him in.
So what does the funny leaf actually do?
Well, it's used as a relaxant, from what I've heard.
Uh-huh. The man
Mellows
does a
him
quick
out.
man does a quick data search. Wait, this thing's a narcotic?
Yes. Well, it's considered a narcotic. In some areas, it's not considered a narcotic.
Okay, yeah, you're right. And
It is a
strip
psycho.
shouldn't be a problem.
Just be careful about feeding him.
Well, from what I've heard, it induces euphoria, altered states of mind, sense of time. It causes difficulty concentrating, impairing short-term memory, impairs body movement. Well, it all depends on. And it also causes relaxation and increase in appetite.
Okay. Seems reasonable. Okay.
So if you keep him fed and smoked up with that, he could be pretty relaxed and not cause any problems.
Huh. I wonder what kind of effect this would have on some of the other Garretts. Could
be
put it into
interesting.
clinical trial. Make use of this one as a test subject. Yeah. We'll see how that goes down the line. Anyhow, now, you over there, Suiso, Barmy, Yes, you.
Yes.
You're gonna help me improve some of these now.
Alright.
Alright.
Have fun, Suiso.
While the rest of you head back up to the operations room or other parts of the facility, Suiso, you are dragged along by this fella here. Alright. Look here, buddy. I don't know if there's realistic a way of dealing with mental disorders or God knows whatever the heck it is, mutations. I'm gonna put it lightly this way. I know what's around your bracelet.
Huh? You do?
Look, buddy, I fought in the war. I saw things.
I guess not.
Good, yeah. Good. We're gonna see if this thing has any particular interaction with what's over there as well. Yeah.
You sure that's a good idea?
He takes out a set of keys, leads you over to the containment field with the cheese.
Jeez.
Look, this one's probably the least dangerous of them.
You
Okay?
could say that he's going to be cheese to beat you.
God.
This one's probably going to be the least dangerous of them. So this is probably our most controlled kind of scenario, aside from maybe, well, introducing the spade to the original Garrett, which I don't think is a good idea. Alright. He unlocks the containment field, lets the personnel out, hands the personnel a slice of cheese. Here's your compensation. Now go back to your holding cell. But
This man really loves cheese, does he?
but I was told that dealing with Garrett's was supposed to give me appropriate compensation. Hey, you dealt with the easiest one. This is appropriate compensation. Now go, enjoy your slice of cheese. Especially because you couldn't eat it in there.
I'm losing it.
Nico, I'll have you know that I've been banned from eating cheese for a week.
Oh my god. Wait, seriously?
Yeah, because
You're
it's like...
getting tortured here.
Yeah, because it's like, I might have sleep apnea, but it might be my allergies as well, so it's like, I'm holding up on the cheese
Oh my
to see
god.
whether it's the allergies or not.
Hey, senior.
You may
senior.
fascinate a Suiso by showing you the cheese.
Cheese! This is extra personal to me. Alright, go on.
Yes, you are now in front of the table with the cheese. Now, for whatever reason, this Garrett seems to hide in the shadows and only come out the moment someone tries to touch their cheese. Think there's any particular solution to this? Because I'm going to tell you now that cheese is getting pretty moldy now.
Huh. Dude, wait, give me a moment. Fuck, I got a phone call. Give me a moment.
I seen ya. In the meantime, for just the slight moment, we will cut over to the open fields, the agricultural center. Alright. Yep, Ymir, as you arrive in your mech at the agricultural area, you see the remnants of the crashed destroyer kind of rolled up in the field. You see a couple of dead super cows, and you see the salvage operation. Yeah.
I salvage the cow. Wait, no. I take the cow's meat.
Hold on, you salvaged the
I
cow.
salvaged the cow, bro.
Sorry, wrong word.
Oh my god. You start picking up remnants of cow. Some of them are already burnt, charred, broken. Not the most pleasant. Yeah.
I'll keep those that are still edible.
You keep those that are still edible. You load them up into whatever container or box. Alright, now. Alright. One of the farmers comes out. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nah, I was told to help clean up the operation, sir.
Ah, is that so? Base actually
Yes.
sending us support.
Yes, and also I came with 2 other support.
Oh, 2 other support.
Yes.
Okay.
Pellet and poo. They are poo pellets.
Ah, creative fucking names. Alright. Let's see. So, what? The vulture just meant to pick at the carrion? Or just find us where some of the dead ones are?
Mm-hmm.
And what about the bloody raccoon?
He can do anything.
Ha. He looks
What
at
do you want him to do?
Then he drive a forklift?
Can you drive a forklift pallet?
Milady, I've been forklift certified for over 20 years.
You heard him.
Let this raccoon dedicates this forklift driving to Milady over here. He revs up the forklift. You see it immediately charge forward, lower the forks, lower the pins, stab underneath one of the cows, one of the super cows, and proceeds to start rolling it through the field.
How? Does it even fit? Like,
Just starts
No.
pushing it forward.
this is wrong.
The super cow starts rolling. The super cow is eventually shoved into the back of an airship now. The forklift then returns. Milady, the first super cow has been loaded. Would you like me to keep proceeding?
Please go ahead. You're doing a very good job.
Yes, milady. I will proceed. The forklift starts speeding off. You see it drift through the field a bit before it suddenly hooks underneath another super cow and starts pushing it back over to the airship as well.
A forklift.
20 years operation, milady. As for yourself and your mech, would you like to go over to some of the other super cows?
Yes.
Okay, roll me a d10 in this case. Yeah.
D10, okay. I got a 5.
You got a 5? Okay. You run into a moderately sized super cow. Nothing that your mech can't handle, at least, yeah. Would you like to start rolling it over to the airship now?
Am I allowed to kick it over?
Would you like to kick it now?
I would like to kick the cow.
Roll me a d20. Oh, God.
I got an 11.
Barely passes. You kick the cow. It moves like 3 meters now.
I kick the cow again.
You start kicking the cow like kicking a can down the road now. As you proceed to kick it down and over, you hear very loud moos over again. Over and over again. Just moo, moo, moo.
Why am I imagining a gigantic Minecraft cow?
Pretty much at that point. It rolls over. Eventually you get to the airship. It's loaded up into the airship. Now roll me another d10.
What the? Oh god, I got 9.
You find the biggest cow in the field. It towers over your mech by a good meter or 2. Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah. It's big old Betsy over there. She's getting a bit old, so she's due for the slaughterhouse. You want to take her?
How?
Hey, they sent you over. You're meant to know the solution to this kind of problem. It's a practical problem.
What are my options?
To push, to roll, maybe kick.
Dude, that fucking thing is twice my size.
Look, I don't make the rules here. You figure it out if you want to take Big Betsy with
What
you.
do they eat?
We have to feed the super cows like a specified GM kind of solution and all that, yeah. So that they don't exactly move.
So I can't bait it with food?
if Big Betsy over here tries to stand up, I think we're looking at a magnitude 2 earthquake.
Holy fuck. Okay. Okay, I'll figure out a way. Holy shit.
So I'd probably refrain from doing that.
Okay, don't have anything to freeze the ground.
Anything to freeze the ground? Not exactly. You could grab some of that firefighting equipment and wet the ground, though. Or douse the ground in water. Or
Yeah, I'd like to
foam,
do
even.
that.
Okay.
Make like a water slide.
Oh my god, you're gonna water slide the fucking cow. You come back to the farm with some tarp and a big ass hose. You start laying out the tarp in the direction of the airship. Would you like to start hosing down the tarp?
Yes. I'd like to hose down.
You unclog the hose and it starts going full blast. The entire thing has been soaked. Decently slipperied up, so to speak, lubed up.
Do I
Would
need
you-
oil?
Yeah, you could add oil if you would like to.
But isn't Betsy would be oily Betsy?
Up to you. You can try see if this thing has any natural sweat, so to speak.
Do we have lubricant?
The man in charge of agriculture looks at you. What do you think this is? At best, I can offer you some palm oil or something.
Pass me the palm oil.
How many drums of it do you think you're gonna need?
How many drums do I need to reach the airship? Potato, shut up.
Under your estimate, maybe 7 of them.
Do you have 7?
Oh, that's pretty much our entire stock. You sure you're gonna need that much?
Oh god. Actually, maybe 2, so we can start the thing rolling. The remaining shall be water. Yeah.
Alright. You think so?
Mm.
Okay, here, would you like to douse Betsy or douse the slide?
I'll douse the slide.
Okay. Alright, roll me a D100.
Holy fuck. Okay. Dice roller one. Got an 89.
89. As you douse it, you begin the pushing and shoving operation. Betsy goes 89 meters down the slide now
Okay.
and cleanly lands right in front of the airship.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
The airship
Wait.
personnel are indeed very shocked when the sun starts getting blocked out and a massive super cow starts, well, sliding towards them now. How are we supposed to load this thing up? Wait, that's Betsy, isn't it? How the fuck did Betsy get over here without causing an earthquake? No, this top seems to have something to do with it. Whatever. Lieutenant's orders. Get Betsy on board. Wait. But can this aircraft even support Betsy's weight? Doesn't matter. Get Betsy on board. Alright, if you say so. Don't blame me if this thing crashes out of the air. Hi. Anyhow, with the super cows in the field handled, now it is back down to the cheese room. Say hi. You back? You alive? Or are you still taking a phone call? I think Say hi is still indeed dead.
Oh no.
In which case, back to the operations room. Alright. One of the Ross Foundation fellas come up to you. This one looks more like a researcher of sorts.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Need to know at this point. Don't worry about it.
Understandable.
If you need to, just call me Chief.
Understood. Oh, how is the research on terraforming project going, Chief?
Let's see. So, one thing, we're gonna need to make this place a lot colder than it currently is. If we want to have any hope of growing things appropriately.
Understood.
The Super Cow project is probably gonna have to be replaced entirely, so... Oh, jeez. He looks out the window of the operations room. If any of you take a look with him, you can see a massive Super Cow being, pushed by a mech down a water slide.
Well, our team has some creative solutions.
Yeah, I'd say someone actually managed to move Betsy. Oh god.
Would it be possible to move the Super Cow project further down to the Mediterranean, or grow them a little bit smaller so that you can keep them contained in, let's say, 20 by 20 meter cells?
Look, at this point, I was considering the Gigant Mies project. He spreads out a bunch
Please
of papers. He spreads out a bunch of papers and turns on the projector. You see, regular Mies seem to wander around on their own, if not wander around in little packs and all that. But if we would supersize them, if we would turn them into Gigant Mies, I think they'd be able to follow one huge leader. And we would have one easy to track pack running through our little Canadian wilderness over here.
What is the size you are thinking about? Because it seems like Betsy was not very mobile.
I'd say Betsy wasn't mobile because the Super Cow project wasn't designed to be mobile. It was designed to produce a lot of high quality, very fat-laced, very marbled meat, so to speak. Yep, good stuff. Very good stuff. You should try some Super Cow sometime.
Oh, absolutely.
As for the Super Meat project, this one would be looking at making much leaner, much gamier meat, so to speak. A lot tougher. Better for you. Builds character.
Understood. So we need to get the climate of the planet colder.
Yes, indeed. Would you have any ideas how to accelerate that by any chance?
Well, what is contributing to the present warmth of the planet?
Let's see.
Is this the natural temperature for this planet, or was it terraformed before?
It was terraformed before. We have a bunch of... How does one put this? Thermonuclear reactors under the ground, producing an absurd amount of heat just to keep up the... just to keep the project up above, thriving, so to speak.
I see. So essentially, those reactors are heating up this planet to tropical levels.
Yeah, let's just say we decided it was a cleaner solution to make use of the heat rather than to suppress it.
I assume that presently it's used to maximize the heat around the entirety of the planet.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it the most efficient solution at current, but it is definitely... It does the job. It does the job. Heat's not wasted.
If we use portion of the heat to generate energy again instead for this project, maybe we could cool down the planet a slight bit to sufficient levels for the project of making a Canadian environment.
Okay, if we were to do this kind of terraforming, yep, we could get the alpha meat, or could get the mace imported, we could get a few... Yeah, it's possible we could convert some of the energy over. Possible. On top of that, though, let's see, we're gonna need to clear the field of all those burnt trees at this point.
Maybe we could use the burnt trees as a fertilizer. I heard that's being done somewhere.
If we have anything to grind it all down, then yes, that could be a possibility.
How small pieces do you need?
Also, pretty much wood chips. just down to mulching.
Do you think it could be done with like more explosions?
I mean, explosions are gonna heat things up for a while first, but
That's
but you know, it's means to an end. Means to an end.
well. I have technically, let's say, more or less unlimited supply of missiles, so that would be the primitive solution to the wood chipping of that ash. Alternatively, we could try to make you. Is there any use you can find for those burnt trees?
And we would just throw them back in the reactors, honestly.
That's
Yeah.
fair enough.
I guess some charcoal, add to the charcoal supply.
I suppose that is a fair use. What do you think, Artie?
Well, could reutilize the mech printer that you have here to make some sort of industrial size wood chipper just to get it ground down to the size that you need. But if it's beyond that, yeah, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
long process to get all your
Well,
shit done.
we are dealing with burnt rainforest of trees on an industrial scale, so it would be quite the big effort.
Yeah.
Well, unless you want to reutilize the mech printer to bring some sort of harvesting
That actually
sort of
reminds me.
contraption. Actually, hold on.
Actually, when you think about it, do you know how there are those harvesters which usually collect crops from the field, grind, removing the
Yeah,
waste
grind
material
like,
as they go along?
Yeah.
All right.
Could
Surely
we
we
make
could
that the
repurpose one of
giant that
those.
just scoops up the trees, wood chips them, and throws them behind itself?
Potentially, but with the forest on our scale, rainforest on our scale, we're probably going to need something a fair bit bigger, if not multiple of them.
When we do have a bit large amounts of scrap metal sitting around, how long would you reckon it take your boys to fabricate something alongside of that?
Let's say, provided any kind of blueprint, we can probably do it in an hour, maybe 2. It's just we're going to need people certified to do this kind of thing.
Well,
Fortunately, the only
Suiso is
person-
helping with containment right now. Maybe 4 can
Four,
modify
yeah.
blueprints of. Let's see. Does
Do you have
anyone
the blueprint
have
available?
a max size
if you have-
3?
The blueprints.
Let me think. What kind of mechs do we have the licenses for, people?
Quite a bit,
Kidu size
considering
2.
this printer's clearance level.
Well,
How
if
high
it
does
is.
the printer hit? If the printer hits
I mean-
level 2, we can repurpose Barbosa mechs.
If we can repurpose a Barbosa mech, that would probably work.
Okay.
Barbosa, a Draketer size 3.
Is there any size 4 mech which players can get?
Good question.
I don't think so, actually. Size 3 is the largest we can get.
Let me quickly
And-
check. Compcom. Let's see. Compendium frames. Can you line them up by size? Not really. 1, 1, 1, 2. One
Yeah, the
whole of 2, 2. I know Barbosa is 3, right?
Yeah, it's the only one that's free, I think. That isn't like a...
That's within your current range.
Yeah.
Let me just check. Maybe we overlooked something from the extra books they released. Yeah, Barbosa is within our region. It's size 3. Bunyan is size 3.
Oh, yeah, the Grim and Sons one. The
But
Bunyan
that's...
actually...
Oh, yeah, there it is. Magarak. Magarak is size 4.
Wow. That was within your
Let's...
clearance.
Oh, it's from Grim and Sons, so maybe it is. I would
What
need
the
to check
Magarak
what it
was,
requires.
I thought the Magarak was supposed to be sort of mobile fortress thing.
Yep, and it would be the most accurate thing for this, so let's see if we can get the license for it. Let's see quickly. Let me quickly start a dummy character
Yep.
with license level 2 because, let's see. Licenses. There is Grim and Sons. Magarak frame is rank 2. We got it.
There you go.
So we can get a size 4 mobile wood chipper fortress.
Wow.
So okay,
Uh-huh.
4.
Yes.
Look at this mobile fortress. Can you turn this into a mobile wood chipper?
I can try.
Okay, roll me a d20, invent and create. So add your appropriate bonuses.
That is 24.
That is horrifying, Jesus Christ, okay. You have indeed designed a mobile fortress whose sole design purpose is to chip wood. And chip lots of it. Not only that, I am going to let you have the benefit of having it be exceedingly dumb.
What? Why?
In the fact that it is essentially a walking airbase. This thing sends out drones. The drones pick up any stray pieces of wood, carries it back to the Magarak to be wood chipped. Aside from the fact that it's literally walking over and scooping up wood to chip.
How much chip would the wood chip if wood chip could chip wood?
Way too much. Anyhow, the chief looks over the blueprints. 4, was it?
4.
Could have been one hell of an engineer. Good God.
4.
The
Yep.
line between insanity and genius is truly a narrow one.
Now
Is 4.
I'm gonna need a pilot for this thing, by the way.
Well, I commanded an aircraft carrier before. I guess I could command a mobile fortress.
Yep. All right. Just report to Mech Hangar Bay. See, this thing's bloody huge. Report to Mech Hangar Bay 8, and we'll have it within the day. God, all of these
Copy that.
printers are going to be working
Are they?
overtime.
I will need you to monitor my engine pressure.
All right.
Alright, let's head down to the mech bay.
Oh, before we go, can I take anything from there? Like, is there any...
You want to take anything that's not pinned to the ground?
Yes.
Bloody magpie!
It's not the
magpie.
shiny stuff anymore. It's
I mean,
just
to be fair,
anything.
my pet is a magpie. The previous one, the one before the dead one. Hang on.
Hold on. Bruh.
Oh my god!
Anyhow, there's
Right
an...
before it became Bake Bird.
It's a magpie. God fucking damn it.
Oh my god.
Okay, you can... On one of the operating terminals, you can see an apple.
That's it.
Do you want the apple?
Yeah, I'll take it anyways.
Okay, aside from that, on the same desk is like an entire bunch of like little family photos and all that, kind of like strapped to a cork board.
I take
Oh.
one.
Eco, you will like this one. Do
Oh.
you know what is the automatically generated name for the Magarak?
Oh god, what do we got?
Act of Mercy.
Oh my god. Amazing. Fucking amazing. Like, the worst part about this is it looks like it could be an industrial wood chipper on legs. Jesus Christ.
Alright, about the photos, I'm taking the 4th one from the left.
You're taking the
And
fourth
just put-
one from
yeah.
the left.
Yep.
It seems to be like a marriage celebration kind of photo, marriage ceremony.
I'm taking it.
So, yep, you've taken some family photos of a random member of staff. Their apple that they were planning on eating. Oh, and there's a ruler inside like a little cup. Do you want the ruler?
I take the cup and the ruler.
Oh my god.
My god. Kleptomania, bro.
You slot them into your bag. Aside from that, there's a USB thumb drive on the table.
I'm plugging and put in my bag too.
Take the USB thumb drive.
Are you a Tarkov player?
No?
Oh my god.
Stealing everything that isn't bolted down.
Anything
truly.
that's not bolted to the ground. What next?
You
A
never
gas
know.
analyzer?
You never know. You never know. You know, they might be useful sometimes. You know.
Yes, the scav mindset. Yes.
No.
This works fine. This works fine. Anyhow. Since Sehai's back, yes, back to
I
the
can
cheese
fucking
room.
hear you
Yes.
when he said
Go
scav
man.
mindset. I can hear
Thank
you
you.
fucking grinning.
Anyhow, back to the cheese room.
Yes. Have you? So what happens when you try replacing the cheese?
When we try replacing the cheese, it seems to get especially violent.
Violent how?
You want to check? You want to see for yourself?
I prefer to see if we're recording, please. Thanks.
Okay. So this was subject D22003 on the day that this cheese was supposed to expire. And, no longer be edible. You see a personnel in like a orange jumpsuit come over.
Nicholas.
He has another slice of cheese in his hand. He walks over, he tries to reach for the cheese. His hand gets slapped away as usual. My cheese. The D-class, let's say the orange jumpsuit fella reaches for the cheese on his plate and puts it down on the plate. That piece of cheese is immediately picked up by a shadowy hand, dragged back into the shadows, before being violently propelled at the personnel, to which the cheese then pierces through the guy's chest, killing him. There
wow.
is a
He was
fair-
really cheesed to meet him.
There is a fair bit
Oh
of
my
blood
God.
splattered on the windows, and the cheese, got lodged in the containment field. Let's say replacements aren't an option.
So, what's stopping you from just letting the cheese get moldy?
I mean, look, that thing stinks. Like, are we really gonna leave it there?
I mean, the containment sealed up anyway.
Like, come on. Look, at the end of the day, Garrett is still my brother. I'm not gonna leave him in a room with a piece of moldy cheese.
I just stopped rubbing my temples. Alright, look at my bracelet. Spade, you got any ideas?
You get a little...
Wait, you said that aloud?
The guy already knows.
I mean, the guy already knows, yeah.
Yes. The guy's already mentioned that, yes, he knows of the spade's existence and that it is on his bracelet.
Yes.
We forklift the cheese. He'll never see it coming. The cheese will suddenly, ascend. And then it'll be gone. Then we can replace it with any other cheese. No problem. That
You
is-
know what?
That is the input received from the spade.
You know what? We're in an extraordinary situation. It requires extraordinary solutions.
Wow.
Do we have a forklift?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I need a forklift. I need a forklift.
Yeah, forklift. Alright, there's one down the corridor. Just, alright, here's the keys. Here's the passphrase. Yeah, just use that.
Alright.
Yep.
grab the forklift into the containment field.
Uh-huh.
Into containment.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the spade. Alright. I'm gonna let you take control of this forklift remotely. Try anything funny, and I'll blow it up.
The spade vibrates twice. Then proceeds to take over the forklift.
As I call,
Mm-hmm.
I exit containment and let the spade do its thing with the forklift.
Forklift supremacy. The forklift charges the table with the cheese, putting its 2 prongs underneath the table before lifting it high. There is panicked screaming, screeching, and everything from Garrett as you see a very, very disheveled, very, how does one put this? Malnourished little gremlin-looking thing come out. My cheese! That's my cheese! It immediately starts climbing up the forklift, going around the table and trying to snap off the forklift prongs. Return it! Return it! You wouldn't dare! Much to your shock and surprise, it does indeed manage to snap off one of the forklift prongs, and the table is flung sideways, the cheese flying across the room. As the cheese takes flight, the Garrett jumps, catches the cheese, and barrel rolls on landing. The Garrett has received the cheese. The Garrett then proceeds to consume the cheese and return to the shadows. Nothing
Well, I
further
guess
happens.
yes. Well, I guess you can give him a new cheese now.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
You know, I think you should just get. I think you should just get a new table with an ejecting table to just launch the cheese into the air for you to eat before you send someone in to replace the cheese. I guess.
Okay. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna ring up one of them personnel and get over here. I think the guy from earlier with the cheese slice might do the trick. I think he's gonna want another one of those after all. He probably has never seen cheese in his entire life. It's gonna be wanting more of it after that first taste, you know? Gets right to ya. Anyhow, we'll see how the replacement goes if you don't mind watching in and all that. The personnel arrives back. I want my slice of cheese in advance. You'll get your slice of cheese if you succeed in the replacement. Now here, this is called camembert. Make sure this goes on the plate properly. And make sure not to eat any of it first. By the time the guy's finished with the explanation, a chunk of camembert's already been ripped off and shoved in the guy's mouth. Look, that's not how we do things around here. You're not going to get your compensation anymore, okay? Still going to make you do the job, though. It kicks the guy rear end into the containment field and seals the field. Your orders are simple. Put the camembert on the table. Do not eat it. Do not consume. Do not consume. The personnel walks over to the table. You can see him trying to wrench his mouth away from the cheese. Trying to wrench it away. Right before he arrives. Once again, that malnourished, shadowy hand reaches out, tears the cheese out of the personnel's hand, and puts it on the table, very daintily. And returns to the shadow. My new cheese.
What the fuck?
The containment field is lowered. The personnel comes back out. The personnel is slapped across the face with a slice of cheese. Your compensation, American cheese. Now go.
Do I get slice of cheese too?
He hands you a little
I have one
triangular
question,
wedge.
Iko.
Yeah?
Can you quickly look into the Discord? Can this
Yeah.
be the look of the mech we are piloting now?
Oh my god, it's a flat
Is,
fuck.
is it even a mech at this point?
It's a flat fuck.
I mean, you can't deny it's
Quote unquote
funny.
mech.
Oh,
Quote
god.
unquote mech.
Also, when I'm entering that mech, can I land my present monarch on the deck?
Yeah, you could.
You might as well have the monarch dock into it. Like, especially
Yeah, you
control
can.
it
You can
from
go
the
ahead.
monarch.
Yeah, me and Artie will land our mechs there and go into the command
Your
room
new-
to go wood chipping.
I see your new mobile platform is a fucking wood chipper.
I mean, right now it has wood chipping. I'm just imagining it's like a carrier, but it has all of the wood chipping equipment just attached to all sides.
Yeah,
That
and
kills
you know
it,
let's say a flight bay and elevators has just been converted to facilitate wood chipping operations.
Oh, the funny way
Yeah.
the Capisi works is that it just fucking just makes the fucking shit. It's great.
Heck.
Yeah, it just manufactures the drones which fly around and retrieve the wood chipping stuff, throws it into the processing bay,
Yep.
which wood chips, takes part of the resources, manufactures more wood chipping drones, and goes on.
But yes, the lieutenant, the true charge in the base, hands you a little triangular piece of cheese. It's wrapped
Is
up.
that-
It's wrapped up in foil and all that, and it has a little red cow on it.
Yo!
Yes!
That is my jam!
This is the premium stuff. I'm sure you understand.
I sent the blink on it. The best. Alright, what's next on the list?
What's next on the list? Okay. So you managed to replace the cheese for us. Good. Alright. So the next one, how does one explain this one? This Garrett is... this one's obsessed with potatoes.
Sorry, what? I blinked a few times.
Look, this one, for some reason, wants to hide... Like, it's not necessarily obsessed with the potatoes, it's obsessed with the sack in which potatoes come in.
Uh-huh.
He brings you over to the containment field. You see a gangly Garrett wrapped in a in a potato sack, with the potatoes strewn all over the floor. I don't know. He seems content with just doing this. Do you really think there's any improvements we can make with this one?
I mean, it's pretty stable. He just wants a sack. Just give him the sack.
Just give him a
That's it.
sack.
Does he get violent if anyone comes in to remove the potatoes from the containment?
The potatoes, no. The sack, yes.
Yeah, so just let him have the sack.
Just
Yeah,
let
I
him...
think this is perfectly fine.
Okay. Yeah, those were the two most problematic ones for now. At least the ones that caused casualties recently.
Alright, go on.
Okay. You see him take a call for a moment? They requisitioned what? Hang on a second. Your friends requisitioned something of an industrial-sized wood chipper. It apparently
You repeat
has
that again?
an industrial-sized wood chipper, and apparently, it has flight deck capabilities.
Huh, I'm not that surprised.
Strike wood chipper drones ready.
Anyhow, I'm gonna be...
Aye, launch operations.
Christ.
Drones away.
I can't say I'm surprised.
Anyhow, I'm gonna be straight with you. You're the new host of the Spade. It's eventually gonna want to try take over you.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I can stop it. if I were to try and stop it right now, I'm pretty sure it would tear my head off. And I don't know, transfigure me into some kind of forklift or something.
Or
I'm just gonna say this. Don't you dare die.
Aye aye.
If you kick the bucket, there is nothing suppressing this thing any longer.
Right, got it.
So yes, do not,
And look at the little bracelet.
do not become this thing's host in full. Should that day come, it would likely be the end of the strip, and quite a few worlds beyond. So,
Oh, hey.
if anything, you're a trigger for the end of the world. Do not fuck this up.
Alright.
Very simple, right? Very simple.
Yes, very simple.
Yes, now, how would you like to work for the Ross Foundation?
Sorry, I'm already hired by Jalin.
Look, we could guarantee you a life of luxury, be maybe several hundred years before you'd even need to think of the concept of death. In that time, the spade would be able to do nothing. It would be inert. You would have full control by the end, so to speak. That's in theory.
月光下へようこそ。
Look, buddy, look. Working with Jarling, it's a dangerous job, right? How many times have you almost been killed?
Yeah, a couple of times, I guess.
A couple of times? Like, what kind of things nearly got you killed anyway?
Getting this damn thing in the first place points at the bracelet.
Alright, fair enough. But anything else beyond that? Any other threats to your mortality?
I think of the food from the rat. No.
Okay, what about the luxuries though? Weren't you in debt or anything?
I scratched the back of my head. I'll be honest. Only reason why I even got into the whole jarling thing was because I needed more money for mech parts.
Okay. He latches on to that new thread of information. So what if I could get you all the mech parts you wanted? All the clearance available to the Ross Foundation.
Your offer is tempting. It's really tempting, but I'll have to decline.
Hey. Everything you could ever want. Anything at all. Look, I'm just trying to do my job here and stop the world from ending if you so much as kick the bucket or fall to the temptation, so, you know.
I mean, what's stopping you or anyone from the Ross Foundation from shooting me in the back of my head once I, let my guard down?
Whoa.
At least, with these little, bunch of the group of idiots, I can, I could actually trust them to, watch my back.
We're not trying to kill you. We need you to live. And we might do that by any means necessary.
Yeah, but what's that called? I don't trust anyone in the Ross Foundation to watch my back. Like, one day one guy might be, try a little funny idea and just shoot me in the back of the head.
Well, I guess you've left me with no choice then. Yare, get him. You see, you get a glimpse of orange from behind you for a moment
Uh-huh.
before you are pulled into a chokehold. Look, I didn't want to do things this way. I even gave you one of the best pieces of cheese we had available. Super cow cheese, if anything. Thought we could have been friends. Thought we could have ended things on peaceful terms. However, Considering that the spade wasn't really taken by the Ross Foundation a week ago, I suppose I'll help myself then. He attempts to pull the bracelet off of your arm.
What's that called?
Would you like to struggle?
Yes, I'd like to struggle. Spade cut. What's it called? Change my gauntlet into a spiked blade, into a blade.
Oh god.
Yes, I'm gonna Omni Blade my way out of here.
Alright,
Yes, it turns into a big fuck off knife, essentially. Real
Yep.
rail spike.
I stab the guy in front of me.
Or, hold on. Hold on.
Right.
I'll find something. Just keep it rolling. I'll find it for you.
I stab him right. Yeah.
He recoils from the pain and looks back at you. He waves his arm and orders the guy to choke harder, basically.
I get the spade right to reverse the blade, right? Sort of like, you know how XCSG and sword, right?
Yeah,
Like-
reverse grip it.
The reverse
my
grip and
God.
stab the guy behind me.
Personnel immediately lets go, coughs up blood on you, and then
I grab his arm and flip him over. I just judo flip him.
yep, he's already choking on his own blood and dying.
So
That's-
much for keeping me alive, huh?
Look, he wouldn't have killed you. He would have just made you unconscious. That stab, on the other hand, look, what happened to our deal? Not killing off myself or my brother.
Well, yeah, but you know, you only said not killing doesn't mean I don't get to inflict a lot of pain on you for what you just tried to pull on me. What's it called? Spade change the blade to a blowtorch. I start searing the wound shut.
Screams of pain and anger.
Look, you'll regret this. I gave you a chance at luxury.
How about using a patch, Suiza?
Is it a what?
It's not
Serum
here,
shot.
so I can't advise you, but holy fuck, dude, you are brutal, my
You
man.
just serum shot. No one gets. You know, it's always the quiet ones you've got to worry about.
There's
When
a
it-
reason why this is my favorite emote. Like,
Oh.
okay, this is a regular emote I like to use a lot. And here's my favorite one.
Oh god.
And-
Oh my god. Also, yes, Var, thanks for the gifted suds of Velocipasta.
Yes, go on, where were we again?
He just coughs and coughs. Is just like, look, you'll regret this. We offered you a life of luxury. Just you wait. The spade will take over you one day.
I sit down, stare at him. You know, I was never really a kind of person who was into the luxury. I just wanted, cool giant robots. If, the spade, works with me to achieve that goal, I don't really mind. The world can burn for all I care.
I wasn't lying about him being a gigantic fucking Gundam.
Look. It'll take over you. It'll kill you one of these days.
What's it called? Tell that to someone who cares. I kick him in the head to knock him unconscious.
He is indeed unconscious.
Yep. My god. I just look for a handkerchief to start cleaning the blood off.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I call Langley.
Boop 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 boop. Boop
Ready?
boop 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 boop
Hey Langley, your phone's ringing.
boop 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 boop.
Marty?
You can barely hear
Hey,
it over all of the wood chipping.
I heard you got a what's it called?
Ring,
Max-size
ring,
wood
ring, ring,
chipper.
ring, 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 ring,
What?
ring, ring. You just hear the grinding noises.
Max-size wood chipper.
Yeah! we got ourselves a wood chipper!
Where is it?
Go upstairs, you'll see it.
Just look out of the fucking window. You will see a gigantic carrier, which is wood chip.
You'll love it.
You'll love it. We can land Max on it.
I am coming over. Leave the guy down there. Just. Well, the other guy was about the deal, so you know, the guy can just bleed to
Hop
death.
Oh my
Hop in
god.
a skip on.
Wait. Before you leave, you see the slice of
Yeah.
American cheese.
I take it.
Take it off his
Actually, no,
corpse.
I look around to see if there's any more super cow cheese.
Oh, do you just loot the guy? You just take a look through the guy's pockets.
Yes, I need
You-
more cheese.
You find two. You find two more pieces.
Yes, I take them and I bring them with me up.
Oh my god. You now have some American cheese and 2 slices of super cow cheese.
Yes, super cow, the best cheese.
What is that cheese actually called?
I would tell you. I would tell you that, but yes,
Red cow, laughing cow. That's right.
yeah, laughing cow.
Yep.
But man, the cubed cheese man was my childhood, man. The cubed ones. Oh man.
The cubed ones. Oh,
Yeah, cause we had cubed ones. I'm not too sure in over here. The sliced ones, right? I didn't really eat them that much, but the cubed ones, oh man, I used to eat a lot of it.
Well, like
I
the
swear to
small
God, they're both the same
Yes.
thing, right? But the cube one tastes so much better for some reason.
It's just that's because cube is the best shape.
oh my god. Cube is the best shit. Yeah, damn it.
Oh god.
God damn it, Whisk.
Anyhow, as you arrive back, some of the other personnel notice you coming out of the Garrett containment facility covered in blood.
Yeah, I wiped the blood off.
It's a bit of
I missed a few spots, huh?
you missed a few patches. There's a bit in your hair and all that.
Yes.
If you don't mind me asking, did you go through
We still
decontamination?
don't know what happened.
There's decontamination?
Oh, it's to your left over there.
Ah, alright, thank you. Proceed to go through the decontamination.
You walk into the decontamination chamber. 4 jet hoses immediately start blasting you down. Your cheese is soaked.
No!
Okay.
You leave decontamination completely soaked.
My cheese!
You can let it dry. Should be okay. 2 pieces were covered, except for the American cheese.
I think the bad American.
Well, it's okay.
American cheese ain't that
It's
bad.
okay, not a bit watery, but it's okay.
Bit watery.
It's a
Fuck.
bit watery. I can just treat it as soft cheese, right?
It's very
my
wet cheese at this
God.
point, inundated cheese.
But yes, I joined the other the other 3 chuckle fucks on the industrial size wood chipper.
Do you fly over on your Mac?
Yes.
Can you fly?
I'm pretty sure I had swapped over to the flight system before we landed on this planet.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Before I leveled up. Oh wait, no, I removed it when I leveled up. Fuck. I walked towards it on my mech.
You find it in a massive cloud of, well, wood chip smoke and all that. If you ever been in the middle of a dust storm before, as you approach, it starts getting closer and closer to looking like a dense-ass dust storm.
Oh my god, that's a good thing I came into my mech.
Yep, you can barely see a couple of meters in front of you. In fact, you're in front of its
Suizo?
direct path.
Yeah?
Suizo, can
Yeah?
your mech fly?
No, not anymore. Cause I removed the flight system when we got a 10th level 2.
You might have problem landing on a carrier without flying.
Wait, you guys haven't installed an elevator?
Oh dear.
Do we have an elevator? Like going down?
You have
Surely.
a ladder.
Surely there's
God.
like a frontal opening ramp for other shit as well,
It's
right?
like-
Yeah,
I just kind of go
you can deploy the ramp, but here's the problem. Within all the smokes and clouds and all that you've approached in, You've arrived in front of the carrier, which is indeed still moving forwards.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, so right. Your mech no longer flies. You should probably head towards the ladder on the starboard side. It's mech-sized.
I can't see anything with this dust storm.
Where are you even?
I don't know.
I'm seeing a
Check my
blip on our
IMF.
radar here.
It's getting closer.
It's getting closer.
Stop the back! Stop the back! Stop the back!
Stop it, stop it, stop it,
Hold the
stop it,
brake.
stop it.
E-brake. E-brake.
You breaks the carrier.
You pull.
We deploy the anchor to slow down
We
faster.
deploy the drag ship.
So then, who is currently driving?
Probably me.
Roll a d100.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
Oh,
dear.
boy! Baba Booey! What are we looking for?
You'll see.
Okay, let me open the dice roller. I need to find one that rolls d100. Can I instead roll 2d10s to
Yeah, that's
get
fine
the
as
first
well.
one?
That's fine as well.
77.
You were aiming for a 25 or less, by the way. This is the distance that the carrier proceeds to move after hitting the brakes.
Oh my god.
Can I deploy the anchor to slow it down faster?
That was with the anchor involved.
Get out of the way.
And start boosting away.
So as you start noticing something pop out of the smoke, or rather a change in the smoke, you start attempting to boost away. Your boost is not quite, doesn't quite jet fast enough as this thing still moves forward a significant amount.
Oh, the fucking wood that's clogging up the exhaust.
After about 40 meters, you are smushed against the front of the carrier and are carried along for another 37 or so meters.
Man. Fucking magical journey.
Yes, you get sent on a little magical journey. The other two, you hear a clang out the front as he...
For a mech, you stayed pretty good.
Fuck off.
And
He is only
eventually...
mildly deformed, and I believe that he didn't suffer enough brain damage to make him more brain damage than he already is.
So it's okay.
Mm.
So it's okay, yeah. Hey, so you all right there?
You're good over there, lad.
Would you like to climb onto the carrier?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see Suiso climbing up.
Yep, you see Suiso climbing up. Ka-chonk, ka-chonk, ka-chonk.
Give him a little way
Left-side
from the
ladder.
bridge.
But Suiso, you need to say that it is pretty cool, right?
Hmm? Yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
biggest mech we could have built there. And it's a carrier.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. By the time I get to the top and like dock my bag, I just get out of the cockpit nibbling on my American cheese.
Oh, cool, cheese. Do you have more of that?
Ah, cheese.
Oh my God.
Just can't. I think we have to kill him now.
Cheese is now a precious commodity, more valuable than chips.
Wait a second, I have the tranquilizer gun, right?
Yes, you do have a tranquilizer gun.
I put the metal arm on his shoulder. Hand over the cheese, laddie.
That's right.
You are being threatened.
I
You-
tranquilize Suiso.
Would you like to dodge?
I would like
I
to
do have my
attempt to
hand on his
not.
shoulder.
Okay, both of you roll me a d20. Whoever's higher
Oh, boy.
gets right to the
Oh,
cheese.
God. Gets the cheese.
Gets the cheese, right?
Jesus Christ, you want to say?
I
Can I
got
use
13.
take control to take control of the cheese?
Nope, not in this case. Matter of luck for this
Okay.
one.
12.
I rolled a 19.
I got 13. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
it's a scrap for the cheese.
You managed to pry away the American cheese.
Oh, cheese.
You see, as my blood pumps, my mechanical heart pumps more blood through me, he just sees like a blur in the place where the cheese was, and the cheese is gone.
Yes, there There are 2 bites taken out of this piece of American cheese. Do you still want this piece of American cheese?
I wanted the I wanted the super cheese.
You wanted the super cheese? They are in his pockets, and you are barely aware of them.
Oh, I got it, the keikaku. Baked up with the soaked American cheese.
Would you still like to
So
keep
actually,
the American
do you want
cheese?
this cheese back? I noticed that it's a little bit soggy and bites were taken out of it.
No, you can have it.
No, I stuff it in his mouth.
Give it back. Give it back. Send it
That's
back.
getting bullied. That's getting bullied.
It's okay. It's a sign of affection. You are our friend. We would share
Yes.
cheese with you. In fact, we did share cheese with you.
Oh
God,
man.
you're incredibly cheesy.
In the mean... Fucking hell, what have I done? What have I fucking done? Anyhow, in the meanwhile, Ymir, back on the field with the super cows being delivered out. You get approached by the little farmer dude again.
Okay.
Alright. You know, that's all the livestock loaded up, but there's some produce out the back that needs loading as well. You mind lending a hand, or at least sending someone to lend a hand? I don't know, maybe your vulture can do something. Maybe your raccoon.
What do we have to do?
Oh, there's some produce out the back that needs loading.
Okay, so the same thing with the forklifts.
Yeah, pretty close at least, pretty close. There's some pallets out the back that just need moving and shifting onto the aircraft.
Pallet,
Yes, milady.
can you handle the produce?
Anything for you, milady. Anything at all. You see the forklift, vroom vroom. And pretty much drag race all the way to the back. As it comes back out, you see a pallet full of shrink-wrapped cheese wheels being loaded up onto the aircraft.
What's a shrink wrap?
Shrink wrap. So kind of like cling film.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's our specialty over here. Super cow cheese. Really easy to make considering the cows don't move.
Can we have some? Can I have some?
Man, you willing to pay? You got chips?
For being able to push Betsy over to the damn ship, which you guys couldn't do?
I mean, it costs us 2 drums of oil as well, Come on.
Could have costed you more. Could have caused a quake, would have destroyed the fucking place. Which one would you prefer?
Alright. You removed Betsy, which was something of a ticking time bomb for us. You know what? We can offer you 5 wheels of cheese. How's that sound?
How much is that?
Look, this stuff is worth almost like
Is that like
20,000
5
chips
circles
each.
of that shit? Oh,
Yes, it is indeed 5 of the small circles of this stuff.
7.
7. Look, you're asking me to part with like 140,000 chips here.
Who could have killed you guys then? So your lives are like what, less than the fucking cheese?
A little, yeah. The Ross Foundation doesn't exactly pay us very well.
6.
Thank you. He gives you 6 of the little circles of cheese, yes.
Thank fucking hell. Okay, I stashed it somewhere.
You stash it somewhere. It is yours.
Okay. I make sure that no one knows about it.
That's it. For simple reference for anyone in chat, let's see if there's a convenient image of this somewhere.
Baby bell cheese.
Nope, not baby bell cheese. Yeah, you know what? This will do. Here you go. For anyone in chat right now, they have received pieces of this. For you guys, yes, here's the link as well.
Ah yes, a laughing cow, my beloved.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Kiari has,
Oh my god, that's
Oh
so
god.
small.
Kiari has 6 of these. They are fucking tiny.
It's small.
They are worth 20,000 chips for the one wheel.
Am I able to
That
smuggle
worth
top?
like $1.50 in Costco.
Yeah, it is. It's that fucking cheap.
Yep. I am asking, can I get Dutch cheese?
Dutch cheese. You will find out.
Okay.
Anyhow, of all of the shenanigans aside for this session, I think I will most likely call it there. All of you have received something of an accolade of sorts.
Wait. We all have a phone,
Jeez.
right?
Yeah, you've got a phone
Before
for.
we end, can I take a photo of that wedding picture that I saw and
yes.
just send it to everyone and tell them that's my family?
Oh my god.
Like,
I text everyone, hey guys, my cousin's getting married. And then just like circle, like just a random person, and that was me. Kind of thing, and send it to him.
What person did for circle?
I don't know how many people in.
How
were
many people in that
photo?
photo? Like 20 people, maybe?
Just the tallest, darkest, biggest looking guy.
Yeah, it's the guy all the way out the back that's smiling.
Yeah, that's me.
Looks so innocent, looks so nice.
How do they look compared to 4?
And 4 was already pretty mysterious, wearing a mask and all that before, so... You're not entirely
I don't-
sure.
Yeah.
Roughly the same build as far as you're concerned. Kind of. Bit suspicious.
Kinda look at Artie's and Sahai's expression.
Uh-huh.
I'm
just
like,
like blank expression.
I'm just furrowing my brow. I'm like, just a big
4 had a family.
This is very out of left field.
As for Ymir, upon receiving this text...
What?
Wedding photo. Sent by 4 for some reason. A random dude in the back is circled. This is 4, apparently. Happy and smiling at a random wedding. Completely out of left field. Any particular reaction?
Is 4 naked?
No. Completely normal, suited up and everything.
You
But
can
it
make
ain't
it at a
full.
wedding.
Yeah.
You can
That's
make it
weird.
at a wedding.
I mean, it's 4 we're
you only
talking about.
smile when you go naked, no?
So it's like, huh, who this?
I'm not always naked.
I'm thrown off by the fact that he's not naked and smiling.
Weird.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And on this weird, kind of odd, ominous note, we will end.
4 at a wedding.
Oh god.
Something ain't right here.
I am not entirely sure what I have just done with this session, only that I have found out that my players are obsessed with fucking cheese.
Jeez.
My cheese.
My cheese.
Oh my god.
Oh, speaking of that particular the laughing cow cheese,
Uh-huh.
I did one stream where I ate like the whole box, and you know I have lactose intolerance, right?
Yes, I am well aware.
Oh,
I sucked so bad that day.
no.
4, why?
It was cheap, okay? It
Oh,
wasn't this
Yagi,
cold.
okay.
Why?
I will have to ask, what was worse, doing that or the bananas?
The bananas. The banana was actually worse. I mean, I still eat it now,
God.
like, you know, occasionally, but like, bananas, no.
Bananas, you refuse.
No, I can't do it anymore.
Fair enough. Anyhow. Hope you guys enjoyed the session. It was definitely me on some level of brain rot. I'm not entirely sure. But
Cheese.
maybe I
The
just
brain rot was cheese.
maybe I do
Maybe-
just
maybe-
want some cheese. Yeah.
It's time to stop eating the pasta salad and go for a cheese salad instead.
Like, okay, in the fridge, thanks to the one in bed right now, we have let's see. We have a pair of mozzarella. So a mozzarella pair. It's fucking weird that they have those in pairs. We have cheddar. The hell was the last one? We had one more. Colby cheese, I think it was. Anyway. Yes, we
Why
have
don't you get tasty cheese?
tasty as cheddar.
Is it? I
Yes.
thought they were different.
Nope.
Do
Cheddar's
you know
was
what's
like
kind
darker,
of
wasn't it?
hilarious
Oh,
while
tasty
we are
cheese is
talking
cheddar.
about this?
Oh.
I looked at one of those random ass, what kind of, the random ass randomized like results of things.
Uh-huh.
And while we are talking about my cheese, it gave me this result.
Oh, God. Son,
My
yeah.
cheese.
My
Where's
cheese.
the cheese there?
Why the fuck are you? Hold on, it's classifying you as a dere.
I have no idea where
Mm.
they got that from because I'm not sure when I ever expressed myself like that. And isn't that the exact opposite of tsundere?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
To be honest, that thing is pretty shit. It's just like random.
It's just random,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just
it doesn't really
randomized
do much.
numbers.
Yep.
It doesn't even try to psychoanalyze you. I'm bored.
Anyhow, I'm gonna send anyone left over to a fellow I watched for a very long time for whatever reason over on a certain game design channel, but has since started doing a lot of random indie games, if not randomizers. So yes, enjoy this random chill fella. He's a dork, definitely a fucking dork.
Okay, we need to first tell him that Echo said that the moment we raided.
Keg.